Welcome back to Bullet Catcher Gaming. This is of course Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's the news that everyone's been waiting for a long time. The roadmap for year 2. We're not going to waste any time. We are getting straight into this. So let's have a look. We've got the teammate experience update, and on the other side we have Operation something or other that is blanked out, and of course the Tomb Raider treasure hunt Easter egg. We're going to talk about all three of these, what we think this means. Some of it is speculation, but you know, I think there's some stuff that they're trying to give away here. So let's have a look. So first of all, the teammate experience. We have obviously Nomad at the top, but also another little Nomad in the middle here. This is what I believe this is. Now this is speculative, but this is what I think it is. As it's a teammate experience, I think they are going to let you customize your teams more in depth. So what I believe that is, that there's 4 characters at the top there. I think that represents your AI teammates at the moment, the 4 people that would be in your squad. I believe that you're now going to be able to play like you can with friends, that you can take 2 out, for example, that leaves 2 left. So you could just have maybe you and 1 AI teammate. I think that's what that stands for. I also think this has another meaning, which I'm going to come to in a second. And then underneath, what could that mean? We have a big group of people now. Now, lots of people have been asking for a long time, can we have 6, maybe 6-man teams? Does this mean, as there are 6 characters along the bottom there, does this represent 6-man teams coming into PvE? I don't know. This is pure speculation. But I just think this is a teammate experience. Now this is all about teammates. So this is things that people have been asking for. And they said recently that that's what they were looking into. They wanted to give people what they've been asking for. This is what I believe this represents. I cannot confirm this at all, but this is what I believe it is. So being able to cut down numbers of people in with AI teammates, and also been able to add more people, hopefully, as I said, hopefully, into PvE. Now the other thing is, if you have a look at this, something dropped yesterday on the official Ghost Recon Instagram channel in France. Here it is now. Now this kind of looks like Wildlands to me, but there is a link with Wildlands here, which we'll get to in a second. But if you look at that, now look at this image again. Does that mean, I mean that could have been a little tease. Why did they put that up? It's gone really under the radar. Why did they randomly put that up the day before the roadmap? But what about these images here then? Those 2 teammate images in this kind of weird fluorescent blue. It does kind of remind me a bit of, are they giving away that there's cloaking, the cloaking, you know, ability is going to be there? I mean, has this got something to do with Future Soldier? Who knows? I really don't know. There's no real hints to it as such, but it could be. It's right there. I think after that little drop and that, it could mean that that's what we're going to get. I think it looks quite likely, I think. Okay, so that's pretty much what we've got so far for the teammate experience. Now let's move over. Let's move over to the Tomb Raider treasure hunt Easter egg. When we made the video about the Tomb Raider, you know, the reveal, we pretty much said I didn't think there was going to be missions. We pretty much said we think it would be, especially from the tweet that came out, that we thought it would be all to do with finding something. And they've pretty much confirmed that here. It's a treasure hunt Easter egg. There's so many locations on the map that you could go and hunt for things. Like there's some really interesting, you know, ancient sites and things like that. That could be a lot of fun, and it will probably be for a weapon, probably a bow or something like that. So there's probably not much more to say about that, but it could be a lot of fun. So let's go on to the really important bit, I think. of what's coming in fall. Now we know it's called Operation something or other, but the most interesting bit is right underneath here. It definitely says Call Bowman. And you can even see on the right hand side, you can see the words Karen Bowman, and on a classified document. Now, if we have a think about where we are with the game, this is year 2. Wildlands had a year 2. And it was kind of finalising the game, and at the end of year 2, they gave us a big hint where they were going with the next game. I believe that that is what they are going to do right here. I think that this operation will be quite big, and I think it's all about the end game for Breakpoint. I think it's going to be something that is all about taking back control of the island so it's finished. And when they do that, how is it going to be? How is Karen Bowman going to fit in? Now, we can look at that a little bit more now. Now, at the end of Wildlands, obviously, you could either kill El Sueño, that was one of the options, and Bowman went to prison. Or the other one was that he did cut a deal, and obviously she didn't go to prison. Now, I'm presuming the fact that she's going to turn up in Breakpoint, that they are going with the second one. That the fact that she didn't go to prison. It could be the other one, but I think it's more likely to be this one. And then she talks about, at the end of Wildlands, her crystal ball. And the fact that he escaped. And I'm showing it right now. So, basically, she says in her crystal ball, he makes his way to El Salvador, starting up the El Renacimiento, the rebirth, a new cartel with more security this time round. Makes his way into Peru and takes over the coca trade there. Then doubles down on meth manufacturing, heroin from the Middle East, MDMA, bar salt, steroids, all that kind of stuff. She talks about, injecting it and all the rest of it, or whatever you want to do with it. So basically, were they teasing us all the way back at the end of Wildlands 2 as to where maybe this could go? Bowman's turning up at the end of Breakpoint, and I think it will be the end of Breakpoint, the end of year 2. She talks about bringing these operators to haunt your dreams. The operators that we know from Wildlands, and of course from Breakpoint. So could this all be one giant big tease for the next game after Breakpoint? Taking us all the way back from Wildlands, hinting Breakpoint comes in, we get to the end of year 2, just like the end of Wildlands year 2, where they teased Breakpoint. And at the end of Breakpoint, Bowman comes in, El Sueño comes back out into the story, and that's where they go with it. On to the next game. That's just my guess. And it is a guess. But I think they maybe teased us already with what's going to happen. But obviously, we are going to find out a lot more soon. And there is one more tiny little thing. Have a quick look at this image. I'm going to leave you with that. What do you think? What do you think that is? Thank you so much for watching. We've got a Discord. Please jump in it if you feel free to discuss the game and all the things about the game. Massively appreciate anyone who watched this. Thank you so much. Obviously, there's going to be loads more news about weapons and camos, and I think all new stuff that we're going to get in game. But until then, until we get some more news, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.